Renee, I'm back. So today I'm here for a book review of Diary of a Confused Feminist by Kate Weston. It's actually the debut book. Kate Weston used to be a stand-up comedian. I've never heard of her before. Tried to look her up any clips on her YouTube. Didn't find them. But this book, anyway, is her debut book, and I suppose words, I suppose, logical enough because she's a stand-up comedian, or used to be one. This book is very funny. Very, very funny. So, just tip one, if you're looking for a funny book, check this one out. So, short summary, this book, I don't really have any system for reviews. I'm doing a short summary. So, this book is chronicles, big words, It chronicles, I suppose, more or less half a year of. I'm gonna check out what her name is. She has a name. The protagonist is called. What's her name? You know what? Her name is Kat Evans. I thought for a moment that Kat was the author, but Kate is the author. Kat is the protagonist. Kat Evans, or no, Catherine. But yeah, it chronicles half a year in her life, from the summer before she turns 17, 16, 17, one of those. I'm gonna check it out anyway afterwards. And then till her birthday, more or less. It ends on her birthday, isn't it? No, it ends. Yeah, it ends on her birthday. Yeah, ends on her birthday. So it takes place over half a year. Her birthday is in December. And and right before the book starts, she decided to become a feminist with her friends because of a conversation she had with her mom. So this is kind of, I suppose, the start of her journey as a feminist in a way. Though it's not like feminism heavy. So like, if you want something very feminist based, maybe not pick this one out, because it's not like Moxie or the exact opposite of okay. There are feminist aspects to it, but it's not overrun with it. I would say mostly it's a it's a story of a girl's life in 6 months in her life, and yes, feminist aspect to it, but it's not feminist stuff happening all the time. So yeah, I suppose in a way it's sneak feminism, because I mean, this feminism in like there's a feminist message in feminism under the surface all the time, but it's not something that's happening all the time. Like, she starts the book by doing a feminist protest and then ends it with feminist protests, but in the middle it's more like her reading about feminism. It's not that much, in a way, direct feminist focused. But yeah, it's still a very good book. She wants to, in the beginning of the book, this is not a spoiler because it happens very in the beginning. In the beginning of the book, she's pining for a boy in her school, and very soon he asks her out, and it's not a spoiler. It happens all in the beginning also. And asshole that is, he stands her up. He doesn't show up. He does not show up, and turns out he was only using her to get another girl. So yeah, that's not cool. And then other stuff happens as well. Some stuff happens with her, I was about to say boyfriend, no, with her brother. So her brother is 2 years younger than her. So they go to the same school. Well, actually, they start going to the same school in this book. Before they didn't. So you have like a bit of the school sibling bickering there. I suppose for me, like, I never really had that of relationship with my sisters, because even though I have sisters, several, the youngest is 4 years older than me, so we never really went to the same school at the same time. We didn't hang out that much in school. We had a few years together, but not that many years. So yeah, so like this sibling relationship, when they're very close they're close in age. It's not something that I have personal experience with, but it's still fun to read because it's not completely my experience. I still enjoy it. So yeah, there's that. Some stuff happens with her parents. I read it last week. I'm always forgetting stuff. I'm old. I'm so old. I'm senile. Oh, but like, maybe I should take notes. Probably shouldn't. But yeah. Um. So yeah. And during this book, her friends start to have boyfriends. She has not one. So yeah, that happens. She's the third wheel, and yeah, different stuff happens really. And it's a really good book. It's very funny, as I said. And it also has the family, as I said, aspects. You have the family aspects, but you also have the friendship aspects. And also, there's not that much romance aspect, which is kind of fun and refreshing in a way. And I like how much romance is in it. Like, it's not there all, really. So I really like that. It's kind of fun and different. Usually, contemporaries have a heavy romance focus or a big romance focus. This one is there. It's not there that much. So that's kind of fun. It's more, about her diary. It's written in diary form. I suppose you could guess. And also another, I would say another two different, uh, two different what? Two different bonuses as two different aspects of this book. It's because they talk about the periods, which is not that much talked about in books, and actually in media in general. So it's kind of fun that the group of friends, female friends, talk about the periods very openly. I will say that's very fun and nice. It's also very sex positive. It's like all out there. Well, it's not all out there. It's not a sex scene, but they have like sex positivity in it. So I would say that's very good as well. What to say something else? Yeah, it's also environmentally focused in some ways, and yeah, it's yes, very good. And yeah, at like halfway point, stuff happenings, and it goes from being just like full levity, like oh my god, this feels so real. I cried a few tears, so don't uh, don't. Uh, expect to grab it because yeah, this book about halfway point just gets so damn real, so emotional. Just like oh my god, Kate, what are you doing to me? Which contemporary don't really do that often, at least not for me. And this one, like, it seems very happy-go-lucky and fun, but it gets very emotional, as I said, around halfway point. Like, oh. So just expect that. Expect that. Emotional in a good way. No one dies, it ends happily, but yeah, in the middle of that, it just goes to a very real place, and it's just very nice to see how they handle that one. And yeah, all in all, great read. Great read for March because it's Women's Month, Women History Month, and the 8th of March, Women's Day. But also, as I say, great read for any time really want to read a contemporary about females. Very fun, very enlightening, and very good. All in all, very good. It's the first book by all of them, as I said. I don't know if this is the first book in the series or just her first book. It doesn't really say anywhere, really. I'm thinking that it could be the first book in the series. I mean, I would like to read more in this universe, but it could also be a standalone. It could also work perfectly as a standalone. You don't need more books. There's no big questions unanswered, but it would be fun to have more books in this universe. I think they will work perfectly, really, to see more of these characters in the future after this. I would think so, but yeah. And that's that really. Great read. Definitely recommend it. Give it 5 stars or 5,000 stars. This is me saying read this, and Renee out.